What is up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here, and we are at my nemesis course, the one that just really haunts everything about my life. New London Tech. At least while New London Tech is still in the original, format. And for some reason I decided, what if we played it with putters only? But before we dive in, we have to ask the most important question of the day. How you doing today, Jasper? You having a good one?
So catch me if I fall.
Recovering well from surgery? Nemesis course, like I said, there are a few courses that haunt my nightmares, just life in general as much as New London. So we are going to be playing a little 8-hole loop, but we're playing putters only. And the reason that we're playing putters only is because I think playing putters only is one of the best ways to help sort of dial in your game and let you realize what distance potential you have, what scoring potential you have, without really having to step up or rely on those faster discs. And the faster discs, while it can create higher scoring potential, also create higher scoring variance, both in what happens when they land and what happens when you throw them incorrectly, what happens when you don't throw them strong enough, what happens when you don't throw them fast enough. There's just a lot of variance. And so especially when you're playing courses that you struggle at, being able to throw a slower disc can often create some better results. This is a course that I traditionally just do not play well at, but we're obviously on the road to 450. We're trying to get better. We're trying to improve. And there's a very realistic chance that I come out here and try to shoot again and just play the whole course, because this may be the last chance that I'm up here, especially before the arrival of Leo, to really take a shot at it. So yeah, we might come out and just try to see what happens, because I've actually never, fun fact, played the longs here just straight up. One thing that I really want to focus on here is that playing a putter only round. Why did I come to New London to do a putter only round? I think one of the things about putter only rounds, when people hear about this idea of a putter only round is going to help you learn your variance, learn your scoring things like that, is they go play a course that's shorter, where they would traditionally only throw putters anyways. If I'm playing a course that I normally only throw putters at standard, then that's not really telling me anything. But if I'm playing a course that I'm not generally throwing putters at, well, that can be sort of helpful. But I don't want to go play something that's crazy hard putter only, because while that does give me the ammo of, well, I didn't play well because I only play with putters, or if I do play well, I played well and I did so with only putters, I want to find a nice middle ground where I feel like it's going to stretch me, but it also seems like I have a somewhat decent chance. We're going to play the 8-hole loop that the Bogey Bros always play, which is 1 through 6, as well as 17 and 18. We're going to play the shorts, which means that realistically, I'm thinking about this. Hole 2 and hole 6, I still have to play extremely well in order to get a par. I might have some birdie looks on some of them. We're just going to see when we get out there. So my goal is to shoot even par. If I don't shoot even par, to put a little pressure on, I will pull the polecat out of my bag until the end of the year. That means I cannot throw the polecat for any content for the rest of the year. This is also helpful because this is the beginning of my filming while I'm up here at Foundation, so it's gonna look odd when the polecat's just not in my bag in other Foundation videos if I don't meet that goal. I'm going Luna off the tee, black disc off the tee. Could feel like a bold strategy, but we're gonna see what we can do. Whew. You got this, Crawford. It's just a course. I'm already shaking in my boots, chat. That's really not bad. I felt pretty good about that. I felt pretty good. That carry down there, I think if I don't hit that tree, it just coasts. That was good power. It was good commitment. It was good grip. We're like halfway down there. It's like a 370-foot hole, 395-foot hole. We got over halfway there. Should be an easy approach into the green. Let's save a par and out on hole 2. So basket's out there. We're gonna go out wide and just let it settle. I don't wanna go too high because I don't want it to fade down the hill into the OB. So we're just gonna kind of smooth her out there. And that should hopefully be really good. I always try to err on the side of going a little further because I think it always sits further back there than I give it credit for. Sick. We take that, a little par to get us started. Here we go. Okay, so it's 612 feet. It's just a straight shot, slight turnover that we're looking for out of a putter here. We're gonna go Precious Child and try to go flat and let it turn. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what feels worse. The fact that the battery died before I threw the shot, or like having to go back and redo it. There's a manhole cover right there. Precious Child flew straight, she turned over, and then she fell here. I do have this branch, like, it shouldn't be in my swing path. I should be able to come straight through it, but I'd be lying to you guys if I said it's not gonna be in my head. I wanna make sure that I throw at that right side, probably on some hyzer for it to finish. I don't think that I wanna go flippy here. That's why I think this is gonna be good, is a little bit of hyzer to let this stand up a little bit. It does need to sit. Okay, I don't think that's great. I don't think that's terrible. It should hopefully just be like a nice easy pitch out and around the tree. It's funny because I just shot like this afternoon, little spoiler. We're doing some like courses with Foundation on upshots. Just talked about this. So we have the Anheuser forehand, which is probably the safest play, but doesn't necessarily give me the easiest putt. This right up the gut feels like the most dangerous play, but also gives me the easiest chances to putt. So that's what we're gonna go for because I like the style points and I feel confident at it. Probably like 130, 140 feet. Here we go. And I think I juiced it. I think I'm like super far. Yeah, I mean, I smoked this drive pass. If I'm juicing the polecat past and I end up 1 over par, if that's like what pulls the polecat out of my bag, it sealed its own fate, but that's fine. Nope. That was poor, Crawford. That was poor. Yeah. That's okay. We take a bogey off of, the shots just got progressively worse. Drive was great, second shot was okay, third shot was like bad. I do legitimately think that with putters only, I think I have like 2 birdie looks that are possible, and it's this and the next hole, and the next hole is gonna require one of the best forehands I've ever thrown in my life. But we're gonna go Precious Child here because I want the flip up out of this, and I understand that I have to put some hyzer on this because if not, it's gonna turn over and go a B to the right. But I think Precious Child's our best shot. I want the height, but I'm worried about these trees early trying to give it the height, so just a real tricky shot. I don't know that I have a throwing putter that really does this. I think this would be very easy for a mid. That's one of the beauties of this challenge, is sort of testing your limits and saying, okay, if I'm struggling with this hole, I mean, going putter, putter, putter there, I think if I would have gone putter off the tee and if I would have gone mid on my second shot, could have trusted it, put a little more on it. Yeah, I like how much that stood up. I'm past the manhole. Not really sure, like relationally, where that puts me with the hole. I think I'm like 40 short still, but mission accomplished. We're down there, we're on the dance floor. Let's make a putt. So, bit of a liar. I thought I was past the manhole cover. I'm not. Thank. Just about circle's edge. Grab the birdie. We're back to even. Back to even, which is where we want to be. Hole 4, 286 feet. I watched a video of Jake Wolf acing this with a zone, which means that he was not only uphill because it's straight up there, there's a bending tree and then another bending tree, and you're kind of trying to split those bending trees up there. Not only was he up there with enough power with the zone, but he was up there with enough power to be high enough to get into the basket, which is on elevated sort of surface up there. I don't think I have enough power, like willpower, much less strength, to get a zone all the way up there. So I'm gonna go with the pig, not because in this moment that I think it's a better disc, but like the pig is not as overstable as the zone. But I'm hoping that by it not being as overstable, that I can get on it a little bit and actually just send it up there. I'm just hoping that I don't overpower this and turn it over. If I do, there's room to the left, as long as I don't throw it into the hill. Nope, I didn't get on it at all. Not gonna be a birdie. Hopefully I got enough distance on that that I can just pitch it up, take the 3, walk away. Go ahead and grab our little circle 2 boy. I mean, running this just creates heartache. So we're just gonna toss her up there, take the par. And walk away. Very, very low percentage chance of actually getting the 2. And an aggressive run at the 2 brings in a really high probable 4. This is not what we're looking for. The whole point of these putter only rounds is to find what our safety floor is and really see like how well can our safety floor score while we try to push. Hole 5, 519 feet. So let's break this hole down into scoring possibilities. So 2 250-foot shots, and that leaves us a 19-foot putt for birdie. So anything extra we can get here is huge. So I'm gonna try to go up high with the Luna. Nah, I think I'm gonna go Precious Child here and go up high with it, because Precious Child is probably the flippiest throwing putter I have. I mean, the Polecat's flippier, but it doesn't go very far. And see if we can't get to that flat area. I obviously don't want to turn it over. I definitely don't want it to fade out. There's OB and struggle over there. We're just gonna kind of crush one up there, see what we can do. I didn't get up in the wind enough. That definitely wasn't 250 feet. I got really nervous about that headwind. So I just didn't trust anything to go up there, which really hurt me. So now it's like, that was probably 200 feet tops. So now we need 300 into the green. This is gonna get tricky. So here's a side effect that I'm learning of. Apparently everything about New London is that almost half of the fairways trying to set the tripod up, I'm having to angle the tripod like this and then reflatten it out. I mean, we nailed it. We needed it to be a little higher. This is not very far. This is just about 200 feet off the tee. Wish we would have gotten to the flat spot so we weren't going uphill run up. But as long as we clear it over that hill, that's gonna be mission accomplished. The nice thing is Grip Lock City is okay because we can get into some gaps. There is OB left, so we can't fade out. So we need to launch up there. We're gonna hit our timing point a little early because we're coming uphill. So we just have to hold on and hopefully not over grip it, overclock it. But we can give everything into this. I mean, it's a long look. It'll be a polecat jumper, polecat throw-in attempt, which will be fun. But a lack of trust in the putter coming uphill into a headwind really did not set us up for success. Polecat throw-in. I mean, it's a hyzer around the tree, or just give it this little floaty nose up, flick of the wrist, up shot, and just see right into that tree. Okay, we gotta make a putt. I mean, do I like leaving myself 20 to 25 footers? No, I don't, but will I take it? Sure. Doop, 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 doop. That's just sad, Crawford. That's just sad. Yeah. It's why upshots matter so much, guys, is because you're from that range, I'm inside of 100 feet. You gotta be able to get up and down there. And that's not a putter issue. Putter issue made me have to get up and down from inside 100 feet because if I had 50 more feet on each of those, with a mid-range, I'm there. 2 uncommitted shots to close out the hole. The Polecat is in trouble. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know that. We got 3 tough holes left. And now we've put ourselves in a position, 985 feet, par 5, that we have to par. We probably want a birdie. That's not gonna happen. There's no way. We damage control, we mitigate. I think it's Precious Child, up and out there, let it turn, I'm throwing it at the left wall and letting it kind of turn a little bit. OB up the whole right side, and then we have to cross onto an island green at the very end. 985 feet. That means to get it, we want a 20-foot putt, so we need 960 feet, 965 feet in 4 throws, which is 250 a throw. Okay, little nose up. 250 a throw is gonna be a lot tougher, Crawford, when you're on that side. We need 250. We can throw this thing on hyzer and let it stand up. That's fine. I think I'm okay throwing this on a pretty steep amount of hyzer at that back wall, let it stand up and flip up, because I think we're just going Precious Child basically until we get to that corner. That is pretty great. We should be able to pitch around, pitch over, and we're cooking, ladies and gentlemen. We want to throw at that little fir tree and let it crash. We're okay if it fades a little bit. We just need it to not fade into the brush on the left so that we have a chance to get over. We don't want to be pitching out here. So we're gonna go high and straight at that back wall and let it fade. That was flat and high. And just a million miles to the right, Crawford. Just a million miles to the right. It was so good. It felt so smooth out of my hand. Just too flat. Like, lunas just aren't overstable. Why do I always do this to myself, guys? I convince myself, is there a disc in your mind that you're like, it's more stable than it is? I know a lot of people are like, I think this disc is flippier than it is, but is there a disc that you always think is more stable than it is, and then it just bites you? Because I cannot figure out that throwing putter slot for me without getting something that's like super beefy, or like, I don't want it to be super beefy, but I want like a moment like that where I throw it flat and it doesn't just hold straight for infinity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why friends don't let friends throw black discs, because that thing's gone. We lost one of our throwing putters, one that, as you can tell by this point in the video, we needed. So we're gonna pitch this out and throw over. We went OB on 3, drop 4. That was 5. So we have to throw this in for bogey, and then we have to go birdie birdie in order to get back to even. Yep. I think this is one of the best parts about like a true championship level course, is that even from the shorts, I got comfortable, and it was like, okay, I threw an okay drive, threw a great second shot. And then I got comfortable on my third shot and was like, let me just chip this around the corner. And then it goes bad. And then boom, you're in a double bogey. Popping and commit. We can do this. We can do this. Birdie, birdie. Okay, well, we are at 3 over par. Polecat, goodbye. So comments, let me know. What disc is filling the Polecat slot? Is it the Spore? Am I going back to the 3D printed? What disc should I try out in place of the Luna? I'll tell you, the disc that like commonly gets referred to that it's just not for me is the Envy. Tried the Sensei in that slot. I've tried the Wizard, the Luna. Yeah, a lot of different options. So would love to know. I want not like dumping so that it actually pushes for distance, but like you can see Precious Child wants to like stand up and turn. I want the same distance potential of Precious Child without the like turnover, but like a regular pig dumps out on me. But in the meantime, we're just trying to flip something straight up the gut there. So we're gonna go Precious Child, and we can really let loose here because punishment's already here. That was a really good shot. I like that. That felt really good out of my hand. Welcome to the Twisted System. We're gonna just crush this on some hyzer up that right gap. So much hyzer. Watch it stand up, hopefully. Punch straight through and then fall down. That would be sick. I mean, we pumped it on some hyzer and went through a gap that we had no intention of being through. Okay, so big thick tree right here. It's tucked around there. Pig throwing. Gonna go up and let it drop in. I will say, I actually like, this really is confidence building in terms of feeling good about like, we've thrown some good shots out here. We've thrown some committed shots, some confident shots. I'm walking away feeling like this is a win today, even though we lost the Luna and we're losing the Polecat. What can I say except, we're going flexi. We're going flexi. I'm going pig. I love straight pig. I love how cool it is. I love the swirls on the bottom. If there's one drawback to this, especially in these conditions, I will say it's not very easy to find. Nope, we didn't actually throw it. Thank you, tree. We let it go like right here instead of going accelerate at the end. We accelerated to here. We accelerated early, probably collapsed pocket. You silly, silly man. Get through that. That's so lame, dude. One little twig. Okay, we're gonna have to go Anheuser again. I will say one thing that someone pointed out about putter only rounds is that when you do a lot of putter only rounds, putters fly traditionally better being thrown a little nose up. So if you just do putter only rounds all the time, you may be training yourself to throw slightly nose up, which is something in last Thursday's video that we talked about, throwing nose down, fixing launch angle, things like that. I will admit, I have thrown a couple tee shots from the longs with drivers just to see, like, am I actually in the nose angle? And it's been really fun. My ozone is like flying significantly more understable because I'm getting the nose down on it. I'm trying to make sure that I'm still throwing these nose down to a degree, which has been interesting in terms of getting all of that correct. So it's just the warning that I'm gonna give, that I don't know that I've ever talked about this in putter only round videos before. Caveat, it's not like a cure-all, fix-all, oh, if you throw putter only rounds, you're just gonna be amazing. You do have to be careful making sure that you're actually throwing nose down. Okay. Launch angle, so high. Nose angle, probably also high. Disc is right here. We need to go left. So you may think overstable, but I'm also going uphill. So I think that overstable is gonna eat a lot of my distance. So I'm okay pushing a little straight because I don't really need to go that left. Honestly, in one final goodbye, throw the polecat. Are you ready? I'm probably not even on screen. Here we go. I don't think it was that bad. Hopefully, we got ourselves a little putt. Close it out with a 1, 2 into the tree, 3 in here, 4 with a 5. Still a considerable distance out. Let's see if the putter can once again do something cool. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, that's like 3 28 footers or beyond that we've hit in a video. We finished with a 5, which I'm pretty sure puts us at 4 over par. Plus 4 through 8 holes with some silly stuff, some silly putts that we missed, some silly mistakes. So the polecat's gone for the rest of the year. It did not fight well for itself here. I didn't help it fight well for itself. Positives, we threw some confident shots. I wouldn't say that we've completely conquered our beast, but like, we finished plus 4, and like I said on hole 3, I mean, realistically, 3 and 4 were the only like true birdie looks that we probably were gonna have throwing putters only. We just couldn't take bogeys, and we took a lot of bogeys. We didn't play this hole very well. The par on 17 felt really good. So I'd be curious playing longs, just thinking through it realistically, it's like, what holes do I think that like birdie might be on the table? I think that it might be on the table on 1, depending on how good the drive goes. Might be on for 3. 11 maybe, 12, 13, 14, 15 if we can get out the gap, and then yeah, probably not 17 and 18. If we're playing insane, we may have 10 birdies on the table, but also like realistically 2 and 6, pretty much guaranteed bogey. Probably try to shoot that video. I'll just have to see, like with daylight and everything, how the Friday shooting schedule goes. If not, you know, we'll tackle New London next year. So thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Please make it fantastic for someone else too. But for now, we're gonna leave you with the birdie.